We are back once again. This is Two Loose Crew coming to you from New York City, the Bronx, and MSG, right? UFC 268. We have headlining. We have the main event of the evening at welterweight for the championship belt. This is also like Whaley versus Rose. This is a rematch. This is not happening for the first time. For our new viewers that might be getting into the UFC, this is a rematch. Go see the other fight, because the other fight was crazy, dude.
One of the best welterweight fights in recent memories.
It was a ridiculous fight. A lot of fans were rooting for Usman. Usman in recent history didn't have that big of a following. Some people would say he was even boring in his delivery, in press conferences, boring in his fighting style. And as of late, man, this guy fought Masvidal a couple times, just finished knocking Masvidal out cold by leaving, I think it was a was it a jab?
It was straight. It's like a straight hook.
It was
shot.
No, but he put a hand out.
He put his hand down, kind of like.
And like,
his hand.
and then like pulled his hand and followed through with a nice overhand. Oh my God, it was beautiful. Masvidal even said he didn't see it coming, and those are the ones that knock people out. He said the ones that people don't see are the ones that will knock people out. He gave ultimate respect to Usman, even though he wanted to beat him. He wanted to beat his behind. But yeah, so Usman is hot right now. This guy looks unstoppable. Covington doesn't want to admit that he got hurt. Doesn't want to admit that his jaw was hurt, whether broken or not. We know it was hurt because he said, "I think my jaw is broken." Nobody's gonna say that without it hurting them. He doesn't want to admit that it was a fair stoppage. He said that, I think it was Mark Goddard, right? Mark Goddard was in there allowing Usman to poke eyes and to pretend like there was a low blow, and that whenever something happened to Covington, Goddard would just, look the other way. So it's probably safe to say Goddard is not going to be the referee for this main event. I mean, who knows? Other, crazier things have happened before. I personally have Colby Covington winning this fight. I had Usman. I want Usman to win, but I don't have him winning. Reason being, for what Masvidal did in the rematch versus Usman. He came in thinking that he ate all his best shots and that being knocked out was not something that could possibly happen. I don't think that Usman is going to get knocked out cold the way he knocked out Masvidal, but I believe that Covington's pressure is going to make Usman so uncomfortable that we're going to see a side of Usman that we've never seen before. And I am telling you right now, I believe that Covington is going to get the win. I believe he's going to get the decision victory. He might even take 4 rounds to 1. I don't even think it's going to be 3 rounds to 2. I think it might be like 4 rounds to 1. I think that Covington is going to come out and put the pace on him. We do know that both of these guys are cardio machines. We don't see them gas. We don't see them get tired. We do know that. But I believe that Covington is going to come out with even better cardio than he's ever had before. Usman, 34 and a half years old. Covington is 33 with 8 months. Covington has a 4-inch reach deficit. Usman has the advantage by 4 inches on the reach. Height, Usman is a little taller by 1 inch, and both men usually weigh in around 170. But Usman, let's be honest, Usman is going to fight as the heavier, physically heavier fighter in the octagon. Once they step into the octagon, he usually comes in very heavy, very muscular, usually looks bigger than his opponent. The challenger, though, I feel is going to make it happen. I think it's going to be an upset. I believe it's going to be one of those where fans have their jaw drop. MSG is going to be crazy, and it's just going to be one of those that people talk about for a long time. Everyone's going to want to see the post-fight conference. I just feel it's gonna be one of those stunners that nobody was intending to see or expecting to see. I have Covington. Too much pressure. Usman falling asleep, being overly confident, and the pressure eventually hurting him. And any eye pokes or low blows are not going to happen this time, where Covington can continue the pressure. But I have him by decision.
So this is interesting. So look at Covington's last few opponents, aside from Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, not very high.
So he's fought. While he has an impressive resume, he does. He fought his last few wins. He fought a guy in Robbie Lawler who's pretty much he's on I would say in his twilight years of his career in the UFC, and goes on to fight Kamaru Usman, loses that fight. Then he gets the fight he originally wanted in Tyron Woodley. Granted, again, Tyron Woodley, we don't really know what happened with him mentally. Covington gets the victory. Cool. Now you look at Kamaru Usman when he took the title from Tyron Woodley. Each one of his title defenses has been more dominant than the last one. And all you see is Kamaru Usman just getting better as a champion. He, again, went over to Trevor Whitman, worked on his boxing, and we obviously see how well that turned out in his win against one of the better strikers in the UFC, in Jorge Masvidal. Went on to fight Gilbert Burns. Kind of a bit of a back and forth, but like I said, that's where you started to see where Kamaru Usman started to put that game plan together, where he's now all of a sudden Kamaru Usman is a knockout artist. Knocks out Gilbert Burns, knocks out Jorge Masvidal. Now going into this third fight with Colby Covington, I think you're gonna see another knockout. I don't think Covington, he doesn't have that knockout power. When he goes in, he puts on those pity pat punches and he pressures you. But the thing is, Kamaru Usman can take the pressure. You saw it in the first fight, and I think it's just going to be more of the same. And I honestly think it's going to probably be a little bit more devastating from Kamaru Usman's side. This is what you're seeing. You're seeing Kamaru Usman get better after each fight, and I do believe Kamaru Usman is going to be champion in the welterweight for a very, very long time. I don't see him losing the belt. I definitely don't see him losing to Colby Covington. I mean, I could be wrong. Covington puts on a great pace, but you got a Kamaru Usman who has the same cardio. So I think you're looking at, again, what was the first fight? The first fight was what, a round 5 stoppage?
Yeah, round 5
stoppage.
Yep.
I think Kamaru Usman gets it done a little sooner. Maybe look for a round 3 stoppage. I do think Kamaru Usman is going to knock out Colby Covington again and finish him.
All right, there you go. So we are on the opposite side on this one. Big Lou has Kamaru Usman getting it done. Under 3 rounds, not 5 like last time.
And I think he does it again. Let me reiterate, I think he does it in a more devastating fashion.
All right, so what do you think, the knockout?
I'm thinking a clean, cold knockout. Yep.
Sheesh. All right. I had Usman. I told friends Usman. I told Big Lou Usman. But then, like, I was watching some tape on Covington, the new gym he's at. He sounds like he's in a happy place. I wouldn't say a more healthy place, because he said that he, at ATT, too many people, too many teammates, too many people to think about. Now at his new gym, it's still in Miami. It's about like 30 miles south from ATT. He said that it's all about him. The coaches are there for him. The whole camp is around him. And Colby Covington, being the character that he is going to flourish in that type of environment where he doesn't have to watch his back or think about impressing or not impressing teammates. It's all about him. That's it. I feel that that is going to be enough to get him as prepared as he needs to be against Usman. And call me crazy, but you saw how competitive that first fight was, and because of that, I have Colby Covington with the major upset.
But that fight was pre him going over to Trevor Whitman, because remember he went over to Trevor Whitman for the Gilbert Burns fight. You saw how
Did he? He wasn't with Trevor?
No, he was still in the same camp along with Gilbert Burns, because remember Gilbert Burns.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Ever since he's moved camps over to what is the other camp? Ever since he moved camps over to Trevor Whitman, it's just been elevating, and his title performances are better than the last one.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I feel like this is gonna be a one-sided fight.
All right, we're gonna see.
I feel like this is gonna be a one-sided fight, and you're gonna have Kamaru Usman do it in a much more devastating fashion.
All right, I guess we'll see. But for those that do want to bet on Usman, I don't blame you. This is gonna be a great fight. If you liked this video, please hit a like button. Please hit throw in some comments in the comment section. Click the subscribe button. Please turn on notifications so that you are aware of when we upload some of these prediction videos. Last week on the main card, I was 5-1. Big Lou was 4-2, with the Teixeira fight being his last, correct prediction on that card, which is a really good prediction. I had John, wiping the floor with Teixeira. I was completely wrong with that one. So hopefully this week we have even better luck. So until next time, guys.